Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to Season 2 of Luminous Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generated game. When we left off in the previous episode, we had 5 new apprentices age up in the clan, and they went out on their very first patrols. Our mentors had slightly different strategies to the last time this happened. 2 of our mentors actually, Gracepipe and Ratfa, I wasn't surprised by this. They went ahead and decided that they were going to keep their apprentices to themselves for safety purposes, and the apprentices were kind of split up from each other rather than being like sent all on the same patrol. So that kind of worked out well. But we had, I think, 2 diplomatic patrols and then 1 patrol that, oh geez, I don't even remember. Was it a hunting patrol? Oh no, it was a Thunderpath patrol, that's right. So we had a Thunderpath patrol that did result in some good food we managed to get, but our apprentices learned some valuable lessons, and thankfully everyone managed to get back to camp safely. So we are going to be continuing that in this next moon that we are about to time skip into. We are going to start seeing a leaderboard, or we're going to be able to start establishing rankings among the apprentices. So without further ado, let's go ahead and skip a moon. Hold on a second. Skip a moon. Okay, with the heightened focus of the clan, 22 additional pieces of prey were gathered. At the gathering, Chirp Clan's leader discusses a problem with a dog near their border. Snowflake is quick to volunteer at Luminous Clan's warriors as reinforcement should the need arise. Okay, so let's try and praise Shade Clan. Yeah, Lyastar is still down. Rumors reach your clan that the kitty pet magic has died recently, one of the lightless cats. Plum Raven and Bubbling Gale broke up. Oh wow. Okay, so they broke up after, their kids became apprentices. That is very interesting. I thought they were actually going fairly well after having their kittens, but I suppose they were not kind of, you know, the first love interests or the final love interests for each other. I was hoping Bubbling Gale, this was going to be like the one for Bubbling Gale, but I don't think that was the case. And this was the first time Plum Raven had a romantic attachment to any cat, but again, on her end, I suppose it wasn't something that was going to last between the 2 of them. From what I noticed in relationship events, it seemed as though they had few instances of, like, really, like a lot of highs and lows. You know, like really high highs and really low lows. So that's something that I suppose resulted in them breaking up. It could be that they were a bit of a turbulent pairing, and the pressure of losing a kitten and the stress of just in general stuff happening in the clan probably built up to a point where they didn't feel like they wanted to stay together. Or it, could also have been the fact that aside from having a litter of kittens for the betterment of the clan, they kind of realized that they weren't falling in love with each other, which is very unfortunate. I was hoping they would kind of be the one. Ratfa's stomach ache has left. Fig Scratch will always love Night Ember but has decided to move on. Okay. The Whimsy Clan Medicine Cat comes asking if Luminous Clan has any catmen to spare. However, Luminous Clan only has enough for themselves and they refuse to share. Well, that's not nice. Burrowpaw fought a rogue, and while she drove the trespasser away, she needed to be rushed to the Medicine Cat Den afterwards. The clan has encountered Twilight. Who the heck is Twilight? Okay. Wow, Twilight. Jeez. So we came across a rogue, probably outside the exit, and Burrowpaw is severely injured. Darn, okay. So that's kind of some of the drama that we had. We had a breakup. Wow. Very unexpected. I was almost terrified that it was going to be a breakup notice between, like, I didn't look at the names, but I skimmed down the page and I saw Breakup, and I thought that it was Plumestripe and Ratfa. And I was so worried. I was like, what? I just brought them together. But no, it's Bubbling Gale and Plum Raven. Okay. Well, let's check up on Really quickly, the cat list. Oh no, that means Burrow is going to be down and out for this patrol, and so is Lystar. Aside from that, all the other cats can actually go out on patrol, which is good to see. Slumber Roach is an elder, oh my goodness. He's a senior. Guys, Slumber Roach is a senior now. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's kind of wild that our founders are getting old. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness indeed. Okay, well. Let us jump back to events. Take a look at the Medicine Cat Den. Lystar has a white cough and Burrow has a claw wound. Lystar was given Mullen as treatment for white cough. Ratfur was given Mallow as treatment for stomach ache. Ratfur's stomach ache has left, thank goodness. Lost Catmint. Cobwebs was used to stop blood loss for Burrow. I'm pretty sure we got cobwebs like in the last moon, if not the moon before, so thank goodness because Burrow needed it. Slumber Roach gathered Rosemary, Mallow, and Bettany this moon. Okay. We have 19 Catmint. What are you talking about that we can't share Catmint with another clan? I feel like we're just being mean, and we don't want to share with another clan. But we could if we needed to. So okay, that's intriguing. Now let's go ahead and see what's going on in relationships. Maybe we'll be able to figure out why Plumraven and Bubbling Gale broke up. Oh, we might not. I have no clue. Okay, Bubbling Gale bristles after being scolded by Crocus Fade. Cloudpaw makes a small sacrifice that benefits Bubbling Gale. Dark Pounds is talking with Ratfur. Dark Pounds, Burrow, and Bubbling Gale took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Crocus Fade compliments one of Dark Pounds' friends. Lystar thinks Slowfleck was nice to him today. Lystar and Gracewipe fight over a piece of prey but soon decide to share it instead. Cloudpaw thanked Slumber Roach for bringing her food. Slumber Roach helps Plumraven with something she was struggling with. Gracewipe and Plumraven share their prey with one another every day. Gracewipe and Ratfur couldn't agree which way to go on a patrol and got home late. Slowfleck and Slumber Roach fill a puddle in the camp with sand together. Slowfleck has had a lot of good dreams about Burrow lately. Gracewipe vents about something trivial to Plumestripe. Plumestripe notices Stonepaw doing something generous. Plumraven and Cloudpaw repair some nests together. And then Plumraven and Bubbling Gale broke up. You know what? I feel like, given the timeline, it might just be the fact that they can't find time for each other and they don't feel the need to make time for each other. I think it might have been that. Ratfur can't believe how talented Buttercup Dusk is. Crocus Fade is telling Ratfur something interesting about another clan. Fig Scratch ignored Cloudpaw's advice on a patrol and nearly got hurt because of it. Fig Scratch will always love Night Ember but has decided to move on. Reed Daisy feels like Burrow wasn't listening to her. Buttercup Dusk sees Gracewipe stand up for a clanmate despite the pushback from her peers. Burrow, you are assigned to Reed Daisy, right? Yes. Okay. Interesting. So it seems as though, Burrow fought with a rogue and got hurt, has a claw wound. I'm wondering if this had something to do with it. Reed Daisy kind of told Burrow, like maybe Burrow sent in a rogue and she told Reed Daisy that we have to go check it out, but Reed Daisy's attitude was more like, oh, it's okay, just leave it be. Whichever patrol goes out can deal with the rogue then, but we don't have to run after it or anything like that. And Burrow wasn't satisfied with her answer, so she decided to go off on her own and, fight off this rogue. She probably thought, it's okay, I won't get too close, but then ended up confronting the rogue and came back with claw wounds. I think that's probably what happened here. Oh, so already some contention between this, mentor and apprentice. Buttercup Dusk sees Gracewipe stand up for a clanmate despite the pushback from her peers. Buttercup Dusk, Slumber Roach, and Plumestripe took a sunbath and had a little small talk. The clan is surprised to see Stonepaw and Slowfleck chatting casually over a meal. Burrow is sparring with Lystar. Rowanpaw noticed that Stonepaw is falling behind in training and offered to help catch her up. Oh my goodness, Rowanpaw. Especially because Rowanpaw is bloodthirsty and Stonepaw is insecure. That's actually really cute. Cloudpaw shares nest material with Lystar. Ratfur's ego about something irritates Shadowpaw. Okay. And Shadowpaw, who is apprentice to Plumestripe. Fascinating. Okay, so it seems as though that's all we have for our events. So I'm going to cut the recording here and we're going to catch up at the cat list. Okay, let us see what is going on with our cats. In terms of loyalties, nothing has changed. Everything is still the same. Slopeflick, and then the Children of Lystar. I wanted to go ahead and check up on Bubblingill and Plumraven to see who broke up with who. Because I'm not entirely sure. So his feelings for Plumraven. Okay, he's got this much kind of romance per. It's like 3 and a little bit. What about her? She has not even 3. Okay, so even though Plumraven relies on Bubblingill quite a bit, I think Plumraven was the one who broke it off with Bubblingill. Yeah, she's the one because she has less romantic legs, so she's the one that broke it off with him. I feel so bad for Bubblingill. He never can find, like, a romantic interest and maintain it with anyone. Like, he's never fallen in love. I feel so terrible. I thought Plumraven might have been the one because she's loving, but apparently not. They just don't... I don't think they are on that same wavelength. I don't think so. I mean, they stuck together for the kittens. They tried, but as time goes on, they're getting distracted with other duties, other cats, and they're not really wanting to make time for each other. Yeah, and so Plumraven's decided that she's gonna end it with Bubblingill. Huh. Does she have anything with, like, any other cat? Not really. Bubblingill does. I mean, Bubblingill, you know, he has, you know, that little bit of romantic interest in Slowfleck that I think he's had for a long time. He still had, like, more with Plumraven. He hates Plumestripe, obviously. He's hated Plumestripe for a while. But yeah, really with no one else. I mean, Slowfleck was a long-time crush of Bubblingill's, but he never really acted on it because he knew Slowfleck was not interested in him. And I feel sad for him. Plumraven was the next kind of... Like, Plumraven was the first cat that he liked that much after Slopefleck and Almondfur, who died. But, she decided, I suppose, that it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. I mean, Bubblingill recently entered politics, he's ambitious, his focus is elsewhere. Plumraven is more down to earth, I think, and she didn't want someone who she would have to chase. She wanted someone who would make time for her, and that just wasn't happening. Okay, how unfortunate. But Bubblingill, I do want you to mediate between Plumestripe and Ratfur. Thank you very much. So go ahead and mediate between these cats, and oh my goodness, guys, Plumestripe is finally in love with Ratfur. That makes me very excited. Very, very excited, because when we started off, Ratfur actually had more interest in Plumestripe than he had in her. But now Plumestripe has been the first one to fall in love with Ratfur. Trust increased, romantic interest increased, comfort increased, respect and platonic like increased, jealousy decreased. Yeah. I think, and he feels, you know, they feel safe around each other, which is very nice. So Ratfur, obviously Plumestripe, has been around for quite a while. He's like the first clan-born cat within Luminous Clan. Well, you know, his litter, I think he was the middle child. No, he was the youngest of his litter, I think. But within his litter, he, you know, survived, and he was the first of the clan-born cats. First litter of clan-born cats born, so he's been around a while. And because of that, I think Ratfur feels quite secure around him, and he has been quite reliable. Meanwhile, for Plumestripe, Ratfur has kind of proven herself time and time and again that she is a capable cat, and a cat that is going to do her best to ensure the safety of those around her. Not only that, but I think this adventurous side of Ratfur kind of went from intriguing Plumestripe to completely winning him over. I think he looks at Ratfur and he sees the type of life he wished he was brave enough to live. And he's no coward, but you know, he's kind of set in his ways. And I think Ratfur is freedom from that in a lot of ways. Okay, that's sweet. That makes me happy. Please give me kittens. You guys make me too happy. Okay, now let's go ahead and see what all the cats are doing for the day. Lystar wishes he could take the day off. Lystar, you do nothing but take days off. You do nothing but take days off. Slowfleck is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Slumberroach is feeling anxious. Bubbling Gale feels exhausted after mediating so many arguments. Greyswipe enjoys the warmth of new leaf. Plumestripe is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Plumraven wants to get to know Reed Daisy better. Ratfur is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. You know, with the previous one, I wonder if Plumraven is a little bit worried about Burrowpaw, her daughter, and she wants to get to know Reed Daisy a little bit better so that she can get an idea of what kind of mentor Reed Daisy is going to be for Burrowpaw, especially because Burrowpaw apparently didn't listen to Reed Daisy, went off, fought with a rogue, and got herself wounded. So yeah, Plumraven would be concerned. Kroger's Fade is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Fig Scratch saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. Reed Daisy hopes her next apprentice is just like Rowanpaw. Oh, that's hilarious, because Burrowpaw was not listening to her, and now she's injured. And Reed Daisy's thinking, oh my goodness, can I please have an apprentice like Rowanpaw who is bloodthirsty and can get things done, but mainly listens to the mentor. I think that's what Reed Daisy wants. She wants an apprentice that is going to listen to her. Like Rowanpaw listens to his mentor, even though he is bloodthirsty. Buttercup Dusk is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Wait, who is hanging out with who? Buttercup Dusk and Ratfo hang out together. Okay, this is nice. I'm thinking Ratfo and Buttercup Dusk are probably exchanging some mentoring tips. And now for the apprentices. Stonepaw practices her hunting on a smooth rock she found. She has 4 experience right now. Burrowpaw play fights with Shadowpaw just like old times, and she has 7 experience, so she got in trouble but she got some experience. Rowanpaw is ready to defend Luminous Clan to the death. Oh, you cutie pie. He's got 6 experience. Cloudpaw wants Slowfleck to assign her to the next patrol. Yeah, enthusiastic, but I suppose she has faith in her sneakiness and her ability to kind of get away from danger. She's got 5 experience. And Shadowpaw, so a 2-leg petting Alona, has 5 experience. Okay, hold on. So we've got 5, 5, 6, 7, 4. 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 4. So Burrowpaw is actually, guys, right now, the best of the batch. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So Burrowpaw is the best of the batch because of the incident that happened. I mean, it paid off in a way, but depending on how long she stays in the medicine cat den, she's going to start falling behind very quickly. Like, I bet you next moon, she's not going to be best of the batch. Her siblings are going to overtake her. And then we have Rowanpaw. Okay, so we have Rowanpaw, who is next on the leaderboard. And I have a feeling, guys, that Rowanpaw is going to surpass Burrowpaw in the next moon. And then we have Cloudpaw and Shadowpaw, who are tied below them for 3rd place. And Stonepaw, our little insecure apprentice, under Ratfur, she is actually lagging behind in 4th place. Oh, Stonepaw. Oh, Stonepaw. She's still feeling a bit insecure. Ratfur was really able to, turn around within a moon. She had a personality switch within a moon. She gained confidence real quick. But Stonepaw is taking a lot longer to kind of find her own feet. Oh, you cutie pie. But Burrowpaw, yeah. I think we were saying in the previous moon how she has, a very strong personality, which is why Lystar assigned her to Reed Daisy. But this strong personality might not pay off, especially if this claw wound sticks with her for the next couple of moons. She's gonna fall back a lot. Okay, and then Dark Pounds is picking burrs from her pelt. So it seems as though that's all we have for the cat list. So I'm going to cut the recording here and we'll catch up in patrols. Okay, it is time to send our kitty cats out and see what they get up to. First up, we have an old slumber roach. Okay, slumber roach, let's go and see what we get up to. With the new leaf sun hidden behind cloudy drizzle, it's a damp day to find time. Proceed. With the drizzle hiding scents, slumber roach almost walks straight past the thyme plant, but he stops, retraces his steps, and settles down to harvest it. Slumber roach is relieved to come across a clump of goldenrod as he pads back to camp. He's been able to catch 2 prey with 1 blow today. So goldenrod and thyme were gathered, and now we have the patrols we're sending out. So we're going to have a group of 6, 2 groups of 6 and a single cat going out, so this could be a little bit risky. We currently have 199 prey, 199.2 prey, and we need 43. One of the apprentices is not going to be able to go out, Barapor. And I'm telling you, this incident is gonna cost Barapor. She's gonna really lag back. Okay, first up we have all the apprentices together. I'm terrified. This didn't work out well last time. But Plumestripe is keeping his apprentice close. Last time he didn't get to go on a patrol with his apprentice. This time around he's going on a patrol with his apprentice, and it seems as though all the other mentors have decided that the routes have been safe enough, things have been safe enough that they can send all of their apprentices with Shadowpaw to be under Plumestripe's supervision. So we've got Rowanpaw, Cloudpaw, and Stonepaw. And accompanying them is Crocus Fade. Okay, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm a little bit concerned. The patrol comes across a thunder path running through the mountains. Now, 2 of the cats, I'm pretty sure, went through this and they had a good experience. I don't remember which cats they were, but 2 of the apprentices have gone through this, but I'm still worried. So Plumestripe is the patrol leader. Huh. Okay, let's see how this is going to go. Rowanpaw is hit by a monster and seems quite injured, but miraculously still alive. Luminous Clan is shaken by the incident, and it's a reminder to every cat that just because their territory contains few thunderpaths doesn't mean they can forget their dangers. Rowanpaw got a broken back. Oh no. Okay, I was just saying how Rowanpaw is gonna overtake his sister, like his sibling, in the next moon for experience, but now he's got a broken back. Hopefully it's not a permanent condition and he doesn't get paralyzed, but he's obviously going to be out of training. He's not going to be able to gain experience and surpass. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we have 2 of the apprentices who are kind of out of it. Next patrol, let's see what the Slowfleck has decided. Oh, okay, so Slowfleck has decided that Plumraven is going to go on her own as a final patrol, but over here we have Slowfleck, Reed Daisy, Grey Swipe, Ratfur, Buttercup Dusk, and Fake Scratch. I wonder if Grey Swipe is regretting sending Rowanpaw with Plumestripe, because now Rowanpaw has a broken back. Huh. Okay, let's go out on patrol. It starts snowing soon after the patrol sets out, trying to bring back something for the fresh kill pile. Proceed. The prey must be hiding. The patrol catches nothing. As a snowstorm descends and visibility drops, the patrol clumps together and retreats into a tiny mountain cave, their pelts and tails and legs all tightly wrapped into one indistinguishable kitty cat ball. Okay, and finally we have Plumraven. So let's see how she does. Oh, this could be dangerous, because she's on her own. This is how Almondfur died. Plumraven wanders past an old badger set dug into the rocky hillside only to freeze. There's a new scent here, acrid and sour. We have had single cats get out of this situation, but I don't know if Plumraven has the experience to deal with it in the way she should. Proceed. Feeling ever so alone on her solo patrol, Plumraven carefully sniffs around the mouth of the burrow, but the scent change is unmistakable. A new badger occupant has moved in. Creeping forward belly flat in the dirt, she manages just enough of a glimpse to confirm the badger's presence. Heart-pounding, Plumraven sprints back to camp to warn everyone. Okay, that's really good because her skill is running, so that's really good. Thankfully, she managed to handle things well. But Almond Fur, one of our very early cats and the only and first criminal we ever had, he actually fell into one of these badger sets when he was on a solo patrol and he died. But you know, that was a deliberate, like he was deliberately sent on his own on a dangerous patrol by Liabuzz because Liabuzz hated him. Liastar at the time hated him, along with, I think, Dark Pounds and Cloudy Snarl. So, yeah, he had haters. But okay, thankfully, well, I was gonna say it wasn't too drastic, but no, it was. Because we have another apprentice down, 2 apprentices down just this moon. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's check up on their experiences to see how they're going. Stonepaw has 6, Burrowpaw still has 7, Rowanpaw has 8, but that's gonna cost him. Cloudpaw has 7, Shadowpaw has 7. Okay. Okay. So Stonepaw is still lagging behind at 6, and Shadowpaw and Cloudpaw both have 7. Actually, Burrowpaw, Cloudpaw, and Shadowpaw are tied in 3rd place for 7, and Rowanpaw is now best of the batch with 8. But this is going to change very quickly in the next moon. Cloudpaw and Shadowpaw, I think one of the 2, they're going to surpass their siblings. Darn. These 2 were definitely the cats to look out for, like Burrowpaw and Rowanpaw, but you can't tell with fate sometimes. Like when things like this happen, that's it. That's best of the batch taken from you. Because how are you going to compete with apprentices who have been training every single moon of their apprenticeship? You really can't. But okay guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.